What is a federal tax lien? Welcome back. I'm Ted Thomas. I've been involved as an investor and an entrepreneur in a subset of traditional real estate for more than 30 years. Today we're going to talk about what is a federal tax lien. So I'm answering a question, and this is confusing because we're in the tax lien and deed business, and we talk a lot about tax lien certificates. Today I'm going to talk about what is a federal tax lien. Now I can answer that question to you very quickly by saying for sure it's something you don't want. You don't want a federal tax lien on your property. All right, so what's really happening here? Well, the federal government has filed a lien against something you own. Now they have the ability to not only file a lien, but they can levy and take possession of your personal property or your real estate or anything that you own. They can take possession of, and they will file a lien at the local county records. If they levy, that means they're going to take the property. Now, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a CPA, and I'm not a real estate broker. I'm just an author and a publisher, and I'm teaching you on this YouTube video. So I'm not giving you any legal advice. If you have any of these liens that we talk about, with the exception of tax lien certificates, then you need to take action and talk to an attorney. The federal government has the ability to seize your real estate possessions, including your personal property, for not paying federal taxes. And believe me, they do that. So folks, this is serious, and I can tell you when you start researching, you're going to see these federal liens all the time. So the lien is filed, it attaches to everything that you own, and it will be very obvious at the county records for anyone that's researching. They'll immediately see that there's a federal tax lien. So that will stop any credit from happening. It'll destroy your credit. It'll definitely destroy your credit if you don't attend to that right away. So this is something that you need to get that lien taken care of, because anybody that goes to the public records, and they're public, so keep that in mind. So you're not going to be able to borrow any money. You're not going to be able to get any credit cards or anything like that. So I'm repeating, it attaches to all of your assets. So if you have securities, like you're a stock market investor, or you have property like an automobile or another property, or you own a business, or you have accounts receivable, all those things, a federal tax lien can be filed against those, and so they can seize those. So when they file the lien, you're okay, but when they go to levy, that means they're going to take the property away, so they're going to do something right away. You're not going to walk away thinking you can just declare a bankruptcy and that's going to solve the problem. That's not going to happen. You're going to do the bankruptcy, now you've completely destroyed your credit, but you haven't got rid of that federal lien. It's not going to go away. It's going to stay there. So guess what? A lot of people think they're going to file a bankruptcy and walk away and everything's going to be all right. If you have federal tax liens, I'm going to tell you, they're going to be there and the federal government can go it. Now, I'm not an attorney, so I can't give you legal advice, and I'm not intending to give you legal advice. I'm an author and a publisher. You need to seek legal advice if you get any of these kind of levies or liens against your property. So I'm sure you probably already figured out this is pretty darn serious, because I'm pretty serious in telling you about it. Your credit will definitely be destroyed, and as long as there's a federal lien there, no other creditor will lend you money, because the federal lien has to be paid before they're going to be paid. So the federal lien has a priority. However, in the tax lien and deed business, that's the priority lien on the property because it's the first lien. I won't go into that in depth right now. If you're buying a tax lien certificate, just be sure that those people are going to pay you, because when you get the property, federal liens can be a problem. Now, I doubt if anyone will extend you credit, but the county's trying to sell tax defaulted property. Different ballgame. There's three different kinds of liens on these could be on there. You could have a federal tax lien, you could have a state tax lien. I only specialize in tax lien certificates and tax deed. So to summarize, I'm not an attorney. You do want to get legal help to help you out. I'm not an expert, so you want to get legal counsel to help you. All right, now if you notice federal tax liens, just make note of them. They're not going to stop you from doing your business. All right, the county is still going to be able to sell tax defaulted properties. They're still going to be able to do tax liens and deeds, because those are the first liens. The last liens are the federal liens, but there's more study that needs to be done on that. So what is a federal tax lien? It's the ability, when they file that lien, they're announcing to the public and to anybody that's interested that there'll be a notice in the public records. They will ultimately levy on the personal property, and they'll levy on any securities you have or any real estate you have. All right, so newcomers seem to think that they can just go out and do a bankruptcy and they're going to walk away. That's not going to happen. So do your research at the local level and learn about tax lien certificates and tax deeds. Understand the local county, if the person doesn't pay their taxes, can ultimately get the property. But half of the counties will sell a tax lien certificate. Now, the rules I'm talking about with tax liens and deeds, which is my specialty, are applied to all 3,000 plus counties across the United States. Okay, federal liens apply to all counties across the United States. But the tax lien and the tax deeds, those are the first liens on all properties. Many county treasurers will take action and auction properties, and that's okay. But you need to understand that federal liens could stay on the property. All right, you need to understand that. That's important. So what does the county do to motivate people to do this? Well, they get people motivated by the high interest rates on tax lien certificates. 98% of these tax certificates will pay you, so you'll get your money back, but you'll earn high interest rates. Could be 16, 18, 24, all the way up to 36%. All right, so we're talking about tax liens. They could be federal liens, they could be state liens, but we specialize in tax lien certificates. Now, my name is Ted Thomas. If you get involved in this business, you want to make sure you check the properties. You don't want to buy any property unless you've done research like we're talking about now, and you've done your research and had boots on the ground. That means you looked at that property. You want to make sure it's there. Maybe it got burned down. Maybe there was a hurricane. Maybe there was a flood. Maybe it's next to a chicken farm. I don't know any of those things. You probably wouldn't want to be involved in those kind of properties. So you always want to have boots on the ground. Simultaneously with that, while your boots on the ground, you want to figure out what you can sell the property for so that you have an exit strategy. Now, if you're interested in a list of auction properties, you can go right below me and you'll be able to register and get yourself a list of auction properties so you can see how big a business this is. My name is Ted Thomas. I'll see you on the next video.